Hello everyone, I'm going to be talking to you about being pro-gun and how it's actually quite a smart thing to do. So, I'm going to show you 4 objects that can be actually very deadly to a person. This is a piece of paper. It's actually shown that people with thinner skin can actually get cut by this and then bleed to death without it being treated. My grandfather actually suffers from it because he takes a medication. It's a subclass of medications called corticosteroids. Next thing I'm going to show you is an onion. An onion can make you cry and hurt yourself. It's really sad. The next thing I'm going to show you is a flashlight. This flashlight can lead to several things. It can lead to someone having epilepsy attack, which is a seizure, which can possibly kill or just make your day really, really bad. Or it can possibly blind at you if you stare at it long enough. Okay, so crazy stuff, right? Well, the next thing that I have is a knife, alright? It's really scary. But the only thing that all these things have in common is that all of them can't hurt you unless you do something to do that. Or can't hurt others. So, why do I say this? Well, say with the onion. You don't need to be by the onion. You don't need to buy the onion. You can go away with the onion. You never ever have to see one. It's that easy. The piece of paper. It's around. Just don't get cut. Easy as that. If you have thinner skin, you might want to stay away from sharp objects. The flashlight, well, that's crazy. A flashlight. Just make sure that you get away from that too. And the knife. Everyone needs them. But, you know, what are you going to do? So, this is the same thing with guns. Guns are a little bit different though. And people's argument is, well, it's a projectile that can fire very fast and very rapidly. So, what can we do to stop that? Well, nothing. They've been around ever since BC times. Just kidding, no. AD. And it was actually invented by the Chinese. The Chinese actually made the first gun. It was a tube, just a metal tube, that was filled with gunpowder and a fuse, and a cannon in there. All that they did, they lit the fuse and shot it. That was our first gun. And ever since then, it's definitely evolved from there. It went from a simple rifle to the automatic rifle we have today. So that's a lot of a change for sure. And that's how we go through our society. We evolve. In fact, if you look from 1920s to now, you can see how alcohol was treated and the temperance stage, and now how it just, everyone has it. It's everywhere. People start realizing that people are going to drink. That's just what they're going to do. People are going to do what they want to do. And I'm a big person on that. I think that if it doesn't affect someone, that it should be alright. But that's not me to say. So being pro-gun. So not only do we have the right, because it's our Second Amendment, that's what we were founded on, just letting you know if you are anti-gun. So then you would say, well, that's back in the day. Yes, but don't you have the freedom of speech to then say that I'm wrong? I want to think about that for a little bit. So, anyways, the next thing that I have to say on that. So there's a lot of deaths that come through guns. A lot of people that don't understand how to use them. For instance, kids that get into parents' guns. This has been a recurring issue. There was just a report, a lady was, she was shot in the back by her 3-year-old kid. Well, there's a lot of things that go with that. One thing, that kid, whenever it gets older, is always going to think, well, I did this to my mom, I'm a bad person. Well, they don't have to think about that. If the parent raises the kid right, they'll understand. They'll understand that it was an accident. And that's what happens. A lot of people make accidents. Look at cars. In fact, cars are actually a leading cause of death in America. Not guns. Cigarettes. They kill. After about 40 years. Guns, they're instant, and that is a big con. So it is on to us for us to actually prepare ourselves. So parents that do have guns, for instance, they should have a lock. That should be a big deal. A lockbox is a great thing. The kid won't be able to figure out your password if you never say it to anyone. Next thing is, make sure it's locked, because kids are dumb and they will do things that just doesn't make sense. And if that doesn't do for you and you don't want the key one or the pin one, there's even more. There's more things. You could do a facial recognition. There's no change in that. So it all depends on what you want to do. Security is big in your house. So think about this. Say if there's someone that's trying to break into your house and is just crazy and wanting to kill everybody. Pretty dark, but true. For whatever reason they're inside the house, it's going to take the cops at least 2 minutes to get to your house. With a gun, though, you don't have to worry about the cops being there. You can tell the cops what happened, and then you're a hero. So if that doesn't sound good, I don't know what does. You're a hero to your family. You were able to protect everyone, and you basically just showed off that you're awesome. So if there's anything wrong with guns, it's that there isn't more of them. A lot of people think that if there is more of them, there's going to be more crime. But as you can tell, with more guns, there's not going to be as many crimes. There's going to be people stopping things that happen, because we're a lot of sane people. It's just on to us to actually deal with it. Thank you very much. My name is Forrest Ehrlich, and it was great seeing y'all.